everyone! Welcome to tonight's recap of the season premiere of The Bachelorette.
Alright. They started out the show.
It started out on a sad note.
With a moment of silence for Eric Hill.
Yeah, if you guys haven't been following Bachelorette news, Eric Hill passed away after, I think it was like
after he was eliminated from the show.
skydiving accident or something.
I thought it was parasailing. Unfortunate. It was the right thing to do to dedicate the season to him. I'm glad to see that they did it. Mm-hmm. Let's move on.
Every time they show him, I want to cry. It's
I know.
So sad. I don't even know him, but he just seems like such a nice guy. But we'll be talking about him all season because I'm pretty sure he sticks around for a while.
He has really expressive eyes, too. So
rest in peace.
Yeah, for sure. So, this season's Bachelorette is...
Andi!
It's okay.
It's not okay!
It's okay. Alright, she didn't think it was very funny.
Juan Pablo's out of the picture, you guys.
She's back. Maybe she was gonna sue. She is a lawyer.
She's a 27-year-old prosecutor from Atlanta, Georgia.
How freaking long was she a prosecutor?
I don't know.
Because for like the last year, she's been doing this show.
And how long? I mean, she couldn't have graduated
was she
law
a prosecutor
school,
for about 5 seconds?
Before she was like 25.
This is not for me. I'm going into television.
All right. Anyway.
All right.
So she arrives at the mansion, house, whatevs, and her sister is there.
Ah, my big sister's here to help me out.
Helping her out, getting her ready for the big night.
She had 2 lovely dresses to choose from. I have to
love
say, I love the one she chose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it was beautiful. It was like a little lace overlay with some heavy beading.
Jewels.
Oh my god.
It was bejeweled.
All right. I wonder what else is bejeweled.
Okay, so that wasn't in the notes.
No, it wasn't.
So she's got 25 guys waiting for her, or maybe 26.
What a crow!
Yep.
No preview in their natural habitats. What's going on?
I don't know. I kind of miss that part. I like when we get a little intro of them in their real life settings.
And they're like, I can't wait to get in the house.
I guess they had other things to get to, so they couldn't include that.
Dancing with the Stars screwed it up, truly.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
It was an hour and a half.
Yeah, they couldn't have the 2-hour episode, so.
You should have waited till next week. Done it right.
Well, let's talk about some of these guys.
Some of them.
Yeah.
Some of them, who cares? All right, so JJ was the first Bachelor of interest. He's Mr. Bowtie.
He has an interesting profession.
He's a pantspreneur.
Is that like a designer of only pants? He only does pants.
Only pants. That was some interesting fabric that he whipped out
like
at the cocktail
a fun
party.
guy. All right, Markel. He's a sharp dresser.
He is,
and he seems like a cool guy.
I loved his color combo with his
checkered shirt,
with his large gingham shirt.
Yep,
very nice. Buffalo gingham, I call it. Tassos. He had on the white socks. Faux pas.
He had a cute little intro though. He was like, I want to visit the Lover's Bridge in Paris, so I'm gonna like recreate it here.
Let's do it here. I have the cheap lock. That lock.
We're gonna put it on this fence over here, and then we're gonna throw this key into the fountain, and some intern will have to fish it out later and unlock that lock.
Yeah, that was you know.
It was cute though.
Not planning ahead, but
cute.
It was very romantic.
All right.
Cody. He pushed the limo.
Yeah, he is a personal trainer. You know who else he is?
He's Hulk Lowe.
He's a Hulk version of Sean Lowe. The resemblance is uncanny.
I want to know where his button-down shirt was, though. Who said you could wear a t-shirt under that jacket?
Every time he came on screen, I was like, Sean Lowe?
Did
you like juice up or something? Weird.
Yes.
Okay, next up, Steven.
SoCal boy.
Inside SoCal.
Tell
you guys know that SNL sketch?
We love it.
I believe he's a snowboarder.
Yes.
Something. Snowboarding.
Something like that.
All right.
Isn't every SoCal boy?
I don't know.
Or a surfer?
All right. Next up was Rudy, and you gotta think this guy could have a good connection with her. He is also a lawyer.
Another lawyer.
They could have lawyer jokes. He had this cute little intro thing. Some law thing.
Who cares?
I don't know.
I'm so tired of lawyers.
Fourth waiver thing.
Fourth Amendment waiver?
Sure.
He's a musician too.
And a surfer.
Okay. Maybe him and Steven have something to talk about.
Maybe they do. All right, next up, Carl. He's a firefighter, and he brought her this little, like, globe.
Glass globe.
He was like, this
in a
is
box.
to keep track of our journey.
I think it was a leftover Christmas ornament.
I thought that was cute.
All right, Jason, the Dr. McCreepy is more like it. He was quite the jokester in his own mind.
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I just got like a weird vibe from him. The hair, and then the weird joke, and then...
He kind of reminded me of, like, Beck the musician, too.
Okay. Got 2 turntables and microphone.
Yeah, pretty much.
Next up, Patrick. He made a little joke there.
He came with a soccer ball because he does play soccer, but he threw that thing over the mountains.
I'm nothing like Juan Pablo.
Well, he didn't throw it. He kicked it over the mountains. She was pretty impressed by his thighs.
Okay.
He's also an ad exec.
Don Draper wannabe.
All right, Emil up next.
He had an unfortunate entrance. He was like, yeah, if you want to remember my name, it's Anal with an M. Okay.
Brett, he brought her a lamp.
He's a hairstylist, and he was like, my mom told me don't show up without anything.
He took it he effing stole it from the hotel, though.
Yeah.
And he kind of resembles a young Bronson Pinchot. I'm not sure if that's a good look or not.
I don't know.
Well, Craig.
He's a party animal.
Champagne sprayer.
Yeah.
I would have been like, just turn your ass around and get out.
Oh, so that's why the driveway looks so wet.
They must hire him every season.
Yeah.
Bradley, the opera singer.
Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la.
He's a real opera man.
I wonder if he knows Charlene from last season.
I don't know, but if he
no.
gets kicked off, maybe the two of them can hook up and tour Europe.
I don't see them.
I don't know,
together.
you know? Maybe it's her with her haircut or something. I don't know. Nick, Mr. Golf Cart. I don't drive these things. I golf.
I'm a professional golfer.
You're an annoying one. Alright, then there was Mike. Another long-haired Cro-Magnon man.
Oh.
Cro-Magnon.
Yeah, there were a couple of long hairs on here.
He's a bartender.
Some of the long hair variety.
You could call me Camps.
Okay. No explanation for the nickname, but we'll go with it.
And finally, Eric.
This was so sweet. He gave her these dolls that,
A girl in Peru gave to him.
yeah, she was like, give this to your girlfriend. And he didn't have one.
I don't have one. This may be a little premature.
It was really cute.
All right. Cocktail party time. She started off with a kicker. She says, this is the it works speech.
This process works when you put everything you've got into it. So be real, blah, 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 blah. Let's have a good time.
Let's talk about the antics.
All right, so Markel had a really fun little activity. He brought a freaking assortment of cookies.
Where did he have that when he walked in? Because I didn't see that.
They must be like, okay, whatever you F-nuts are going to need, set them aside and we'll bring them into the house.
Right. I gotta deduct points for him, though, because he stole the whole Seinfeld spiel about the black and white cookie. Look to the cookie for what, and he is African American too.
It was a clever
he was
little
like,
reference
look,
there.
black and white. You like this?
It's fun. And how can you be upset about cookies?
I could never be upset about cookies.
All right. Well, there was a little mini golf lesson from what's his face?
Yeah.
Nick.
And the pants guy, I don't know if he actually gave her the pants or he was just like, check these out.
I think.
How did he know what size she was?
I don't know.
And then we hear about Nick. He's got 10 siblings.
This is a different Nick, by the way.
Yeah, this is a different one. 10 siblings.
She really seemed to like him.
He was all kind of like...
Yeah. I'm going to take this opportunity to yawn.
All right. And then we find out that there's a budding romance in the house.
Yeah, not a bromance. A romance between Andrew and Patrick.
And this is for real.
This is ridiculous. These two idiots think they're like on some higher level than everyone
They're
else.
crushing on each other
They're like, we
hard.
really connect. I could feel it.
All right. Well, away from the bromance for 2 seconds, there's a gate crasher.
Oh my god, this was so sad.
It's that asshole, Chris Bukowski.
He was on Emily's season, right?
And Bachelor Pad.
He's like, I really want to meet Andi. That's her name, right? Andi.
I'm sorry. You can't join in. You haven't been tested for STDs this season.
Oh.
You gotta get your ass out.
Yeah, so he's like, I've been waiting here for like 7 days because I didn't know when you guys were going to be filming.
And then Chris Harrison is like, get your ass to home.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm not leaving.
Well, they asked Andi if she wanted to meet him, and she was like, no, that wouldn't be fair to the other guys. So I think she made a good decision.
Unlike that other season where they let that other girl stay, remember?
She stay?
You might have been in college.
I might have not been here.
They
but
let
anyway.
her stay, and I think that was a huge mistake.
He was out.
Thank God, because I couldn't stand his ass face.
All right, well, let's
really
talk
didn't like
about
him at
the roses
all.
this week. So the first impression rose went to Nick, not the golfer, but
Mr.
the
Ten
siblings
Sibs.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, oh, thanks. Now let's go straight to the rose ceremony,
All
because
right.
there's no time to waste.
All right, so we'll just give a quick little tag for each of them, just so we know who we're talking about.
First rose goes to JJ.
Pants Dude.
Second rose goes to Eric. Third to Cookies.
Markel.
All right, and then Craig.
Champagne sprayer.
Tasos.
He brought the lock.
Josh M.
I think he's a former professional baseball player.
I didn't like
She
him.
seemed really interested in him.
Eh. Brian.
You don't know. Sorry.
Bradley. Opperman.
Yes.
And then Marcus. I think he's hot.
She kept saying like, oh, I think he's so hot.
Andrew.
Half of the bromance.
All right. Ron.
We got nothing.
Carl.
Firefighter, Globe.
Chris.
He's a farmer. She also seemed really interested in him.
He seemed pretty sweet.
He
and
seemed
genuine.
cool, yeah. Dylan, we didn't really get much there.
Brett.
The
He's a
hairstylist. He loves lamp.
And he'll do her hair for free. Patrick.
The other half of the bromance.
Cody.
Hulk Lowe. You don't want to see him when he's angry.
And last but not least, Neek.
Golfer Nick, a.k.a.
Councilman Jam.
Parks and Rec.
All right. You know you were thinking it.
It's true.
All right.
Not with the hair, but
The whole thing.
Persona.
The whole package.
all right. So that means going this week, we got to say goodbye to some real winners.
Amel.
I'm sorry, I have to do this.
Amel, you know him. It's Anal with an M.
That's so unfortunate that that's all we have for him. The long hair, camps guy, the bartender.
Yep. Attorney Rudy.
His
News
goodbye
fast.
was so sad, though. He's like, oh, my friend said we're going to get married and have kids.
Oh, God. Don't even go there. Josh, the telemarketer. He's embarrassed as F.
Yeah.
He's going to have to call his parents like, Michael. last season or
No,
2
that
seasons
was a long
ago?
time ago.
Poor Michael.
Yeah, this guy should have just stopped talking while he was behind
He
because
kept
it was getting
going
worse and
on.
worse.
You want to go on a trip? I got to get out of here.
Oh my
'Cause you going to win?
Dr. Jason, Mr. Longhair.
And SoCal Steven.
SoCal Steven got no exit interview. I was waiting for it, and I was very disappointed that he got no say.
Just some faces towards the end when he didn't get the rose, like,
Yeah. Apparently there was someone else, too, that we're missing here.
Who cares?
He didn't get an exit interview either.
apparently he wasn't that interesting.
Oh, well.
So, this season's gonna rock.
It's gonna be crazy.
They're going to France. They're going to Brussels. There's going to be
I'm
makeouts.
sorry.
There will be makeouts.
There will. Many.
Maybe more. There's going to be at least one. This is real to me speech.
I am
don't know.
emotionally drained.
You guys just don't get it. You think this is a joke? All
Well,
right.
I'm holding out hope for a rail cry. It's standard in every season. We'll see.
It's contractually obligated.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's gonna be a pig.
Good season.
It's gonna be a pig.
All right.
It's gonna be a cry fest too. Poor Eric.
I know.
We're gonna dedicate our season of recaps to him as well, because
All
it's
right.
the right thing to do. And on that note, till next time, much love.
Edit.